Well, there it is. Hi guys, welcome to a Warcraft 3 4 versus 4 random team game. Defnell is our map, and okay, I think I'm allowed an Ancient of War with this, even though I'm pretty much going to tier 2. The Ancient of War is going to be for assisting me to creep, and I'm going for a neutral hero, so I don't even need to get my altar just yet, so I can go back onto the gold mine. Do I get that archer just to make it easier to try to pull the creeps and that? I think not, because even though it didn't say, this strategy doesn't say that I specifically have to not get archers and stuff like that, I'm going to try to adhere to the culture of the bears. Ooh, okay, that's happening down there. Orcs are orcs, so next wisp that comes out will probably be an altar. Get myself an altar. There we go. There she blows. Ancient of War. Next wisp can come around over to the tavern area, and Bob's your uncle. So, Anson Chen says, please do this with a Jamaican accent. Okay. Sup, dude? Can you call this strat the Ghetto Bear? Go night elf. Get double hero with Panda Brewmaster. Oh, not getting an arch on now, am I? So you better just sit there tight. Alright. First hero, any skills and try to rush to bears. After you get tier 2, get the Beastmaster and go bears. If you have trouble with anti-air, go hippos. Just a little. Sorry for any offense I have just caused. I tried. Okay, so Panda. I guess the Engine of War's a little early, but it doesn't hurt that much to have him there, I think. I could potentially try for an expansion, but I would need a lot of wisps. I don't think I can do an expansion, unfortunately. Even though it would really help. Alright, let's scout with the wisp. Panda can come back. We know that Breath of Fire and Drunken Haze is the most powerful, but seeing as we're going for kind of a specific build here with bears and that, and making them big and powerful, let's go with Drunken Brawler first. Not sure what my second ability will be.
Create more moons.
Is trouble brewing? Name your poison.
So we'll take down the Null Warden, because the Null Warden... Oh, let's get attack. The Null Warden holds the key to a very expensive item. I suppose I can get myself a shop then. I shouldn't need to use any wisps to repair, and unfortunately I lost a wisp there to the creep camp on the enemy side, so that was a mistake. My bad. Yeah, this Ancient of War will just heal up over time. Should do. Looks like the enemy are coming in, the Priestess of the Moon. So I'm ready to engage with that. See where she goes. Neutral hero being picked up, Firelord. I don't know where she skulked off to. Did she just hide? Oh, there she is. Okay, so we're going to need a Hunter's Hall as well, if we are to go for the bears. What is this? Firelord, Priestess of the Moon, and Panda having a little ruckus in them. What is this? What is going on? Okay, let's pull this guy over. Maybe I can go for an expansion if I can get the second hero out, which will be the Beastmaster. I guess... I mean, the Priestess of the Moon is not going to be creeping, so only the other ally is going to be creeping. I can't do anything right now, so may as well have a look. Did he have a wisp over here? Yeah, he saw it as well. Ooh, I was going to say careful of that dispel, but you're still good. So, Ancient of Law. Wood looks alright, just checking for an expansion. Because the Priest of the Moon probably doesn't intend to go for an expansion, quite clearly. Just playing very tanky. But the other player on their team might be going for an expansion, so we want to be aware of that. You can just sit here. I have no idea if I'm going to use you or not. Oh, it is a human, so human could be going for this, but he doesn't seem to be heading that direction. He's going further down, so maybe he's helping his ally. Ooh. Whoa, and somehow I aggroed the creek camp from there.
On the house.
I don't think I even saw the rock golem and I ended up getting a bolt to the face. I wish they changed the acquisition range on that one a little bit.
Upgrade finished.
Aim your poison.
It's a little bit crazy.
Prepare to get trashed.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Trouble
Your
brewing.
building is complete.
Unleash another round.
Bear, of course.
You see.
Probably get the hawk as the second ability for some level of anti-air. Although I am allowed to get hippos. Ooh, shite. This is a town portal situation. You're not getting out of that one.
Trouble brewing. Aim your poison.
Alright, well, the good news is I can come straight back
Is trouble
and
brewing.
try for an expansion.
Aim your poison.
But I'm going to need a lot of wisps to try to keep this Ancient of War alive.
Another round. Aim your
He's
poison.
going to take a beating. I love how the bear changes colour depending on the tile set. So we've got like a polar bear.
I'll put it.
That poor Ancient of War is almost dead already. It's kind of ridiculous. Hang in there, fella.
Brewing. Aim your poison.
Now this looks sustainable.
Another round. I bring pandemonium.
Ooh! Boots of Quell for less. I'll take it on the panda. So I go Breath of Fire. It's more offensive, but
Round.
Drunken Haze gives me more time to sit in battle and use my ability, because they'll have Drunken Haze on them, which means that they'll have the debuff, so they won't be able to hit so much. It's basically just like a larger health pool,
Unleash my strength. Aim your poison.
is what that is.
Shoves.
I'm going to go do the other orange spot over here whilst my ancient waddles over. I'm going to get a couple of bears. And then we're going to get a tech. I should have more than enough wisps, like a crazy amount of wisps I've been working on.
Unleash my strength. Aim your poison. Another
So the idea is that they have a higher chance to miss, which just means he has more time to sit in the battle.
Another round.
Fire Lord is down. He's a Beastmaster as well, second. Now we tech. Then we get
More lumber is required.
research on the
More
bears.
lumber is
Another
required.
round.
And then we come down and join this happy tree,
Another round.
Bob Ross would say.
Brewing. You see the little
The agility panda. Why couldn't they make the panda? I mean, strength does suit him anyway, but
ready to try.
if he was an agility hero, he could be potentially even better than the Blade Master.
Put it.
I doubt it, but, you know, he could be on a similar level when it gets to the late game.
Another round. Is trouble brewing?
Come on. Come in.
I'll give it a shot. Another round. Where shall I is trouble brewing?
Right. More bears.
Insect
More Moonwells.
Trouble brewing?
He does not stack with Drunken Brawler. So that's going on the Beastmaster.
Name your poison.
I don't really think I need a Shredder as much as I like Shredders. But I do want a Zeppelin. You can sit here. A Zeppelin gives me a lot of mobility.
Another round. Where shall I?
Let's come back over here.
Name your poison.
Your building is
You see.
My strength is yours. My panda
Another
sleeper
round.
has awakened.
Name your poison.
The enemy are being aggressive. Oh, he's gone Garg. Such a strange combo. They've got
Langley.
Alchemist. All sorts of weird stuff going on.
You see the little heart.
Okay. Let's get some armor for the bears.
Trouble brewing?
your building is complete. Our allies'
Another
town needs
round?
help. An allied champion has fallen.
Is trouble.
Hope they're not in too much trouble down there.
I'll put it on
Our
your
time is short.
Your man
You see the little parched. I'll give it a shot.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Have one on the house.
I'm ready to track.
we can't
Name
build
your
there.
poison. Another
Our
round.
strength is yours.
This will be grisly. Oh, that
Your building is complete.
Oh, you slippery sod.
Upgrade
I'm awake.
another round.
Our strength is yours.
Parched. That
We want to maybe go for the human expansion. Check the expansions. I'll have master bears, so I'll be able to do some serious damage in a moment.
brewing.
Your
Bears are like siege machines with raw. Do not underestimate how powerful bears can be.
Arched.
They are scary strong when they all get together and focus.
Another
My
round.
strength is
Have
yours.
one on the house.
research
I'll
finished.
give it a shot.
me?
Is trouble brewing?
Research complete.
Another
Yep,
round.
there we go.
Have
So
one on
towers
the
have just
house.
gone up.
My strength is yours. I'm awake. I'm awake.
Which is very good timing for him. Wait, you not got enough mana for bear form?
I'll give it a shot.
On the prowl. I'm acting on instinct.
You see.
Let's come around here. Join the fight then. Because it's not a good idea to fight first its mass towers. Not until I got all my bears.
Are you threatening me?
Name your
An
poison.
allied champion
lies
has fallen.
Another round.
Research finished.
Name your poison.
Unleash my strength.
Another round.
I'm awake. What lies before me?
Arched.
I'm ready to
Is
track.
trouble brewing?
Research finished.
You see. Arched.
Damn.
Your man.
Another round.
What lies strength is yours.
Haters gonna hate saplings.
Well,
Name your poison.
Oh, there's quite a lot of them TPing in here.
I'm awake.
Another round.
There's a lot of them.
Give it a shot.
Go bottom them.
On the house. I'll
I think it's like
name
free
your
top.
poison. Is trouble brewing?
Fortunately, I got fairy fire on me, so they know where I went. But
I wander alone.
let's go, man. Don't just stand still.
Before me?
You see.
Purple with the AFK army. Don't know what the hell that's all about.
Seer has awakened.
Name your poison.
Ah, there we go. He's actually moving now.
I'll give it a shot.
See, this is if you want to be clever. You want a town portal to where they're not and try to get there before they come for you, which makes me think that now they're kind of grouped up. They're going to want to attack one of our bases at some point. So maybe getting some form of base defense would be quite good. And now I'm actually kind of low on wood. Dagnabbit.
Gold.
You seem a little parched.
There's wisps everywhere.
Is trouble brewing? I'll put it on your
What lies before me?
Name
Yay!
your poison.
My glory.
Another round.
Unleash my strength. I'm acting on
I'll give it a shot. Is trouble brewing?
I'm acting.
Name your poison.
Hey! I used that.
Another
Wow, that focus fire of those. I'm going to have to get freaking hypocrites, aren't I?
name your poison.
They're TPing all over the shop again. Unfortunately, my Beastmaster's the one with the TP.
Have one on the
They've got very heavy air. So, a bear strategy versus dudes that are dedicated to pure freaking hippogriff riders. Doesn't look too good.
Allied champion has
At least this guy might get away with actually killing that though. So that's nice.
fallen. An
Another
allied
round.
champion has fallen.
Is trouble
Our
brewing?
warriors have engaged the enemy.
Oh, what are you doing? That's a bad rally.
Name your poison.
It's a very bad rally.
Another round.
My
Name your poison. Is
Thank you.
trouble brewing? Another
Someone
round.
needs to punish that guy.
We can't build. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
This is why we can't have nice things. Someone always ends up getting
I'm awake.
Our allies' town
You
needs help.
seem a little
mass air.
parched. Another round. I'll give you seem a little parched.
Let's go for Beastmaster again. Well,
Our
bear
allies'
down.
town needs help. Your building is
Trouble brewing?
Is this going to be the bats? Doesn't have a town portal though, does he? He doesn't really want to waste these. But he's not paying attention to them, unfortunately. So he's going to lose a bunch.
Trouble brewing? I'll give it a shot.
Seems like an unfortunate loss.
You seem a little parched.
There's quite a lot of wasted bats.
Is trouble
We
brewing?
didn't even get to kill that expansion.
Seem a little
Because I
parched.
can't get a decent chunk of bears. But if I go for too many bears, I just get killed by
Our
airs.
warriors have
Name your
engaged
poison.
the
It's a terrible dilemma.
Another
Your
round.
building is complete.
Valeria feat of accuracy, that's good for him. Hopefully he
Have
picks it
one
up.
on the house. Oh, gladly.
Where shall I strike?
Is trouble brewing?
Our warriors have engaged the
Name your
enemy.
poison.
I'm curious to see if we're going to get ganked from behind in this position. I'll have one hippo in the middle or something. Ring of Protection +3 is nice, but I can't take any more items. Yep, there they are. I thought they might be there. Go to town, boys!
Another round.
He's on his own, which seems like a bit of an error. Alright, I'm going to sit at 50 food as long as possible, then I'm going to go into bears and the thingy-majig.
Name your poison.
The Drunken Haze is strong. Yeah, he got a bit too big for his boots there, that's for sure.
Another round.
Okay, so red's nearby, so bears, hippos.
Name your poison.
That can be building up in base. Beastmaster.
Our
He's got some
warriors have engaged
travel
the
time.
enemy. Our allies town. An allied champion has fallen.
Those gargoyles don't actually have a good response from the enemy team, I don't think. Oh, yellow actually had zeppelins. Huh, that was handy leaving that hippogriff in the middle there. He just managed to catch that. Wonder what he's up
Our
to.
allies
He could be
town
trying to
has
drop
fallen.
tanks. If he's got tanks, we're really screwed.
Gladly.
Because we don't have the luxury of getting tanks.
Brewing.
What was...
Our
what
warriors
dropped?
have engaged. Our sacred grove is being
Name your poison.
desecrated.
Have one on the house.
Our time is short.
Oh, that focus fire damage is so crazy.
Have one
Our
on
warriors
the house.
have engaged the enemy.
Another round. Name your poison.
Can't fight this. We need to back off.
Another round.
Our allied champion has fallen.
Oh, that's... Yellow's doing some crazy
Sacred
weird shit
grove
over
is being
here.
Desecrated.
I'll put it on your tab. Is trouble brewing?
Where shall I strike?
Another round.
An allied champion
You
has
see.
fallen.
What lies
Trouble
before
brewing?
me?
You seem a little parched.
Our sacred grove is
trouble
being
brewing?
desecrated.
Oh, glad
I'm awake. I'm awake.
you seem a little parched. Trouble brewing?
What lies
Yeah, this isn't a good fight.
I'll put it on your tab.
Don't lose the Beastmaster again.
Name your
God damn it.
I've got the scent.
You see.
I'm really struggling in this particular game. I'm finding it hard to find a place for my bears and not be a complete and utter, you know, dead weight.
Needs help.
I'm having to get more hippos than I got bears.
Name your poison.
I'm trying to still fit bears in there because it's the theme of the strategy, but
Strength is yours.
I'm getting very heavily countered by the enemy
Name your poison.
I'm
as I
awake.
run into them.
I'm awake.
Name your poison.
My quarry nears. I wander alone. Our time is short.
You see
my strength. I'm awake.
Our gold mine is running low.
Another round.
Where shall I strike?
Is
I'm
brewing? Have one on the house.
Your man, our allies
what
town
lies
needs help.
before me?
Oh, that bash proc on the warden.
Brewing? Name your poison.
Gonna need some help down here.
I'll put it on your tab.
What lies before me?
Another round. Oh, glad
I'm ready.
Oh, Pandaria!
What lies before
Name
me?
your poison.
Fucking warden. Disgusting.
Have one on the house.
I've got
Trouble brewing?
Not sure if the other guys are here yet.
Research.
Glad
Our allies town needs
trouble
help.
brewing? I'll give it a shot. Another round.
There they are. They town portaled really, really late. And yellow's getting away with murder over here, so this isn't looking good in any aspect.
Our allies town needs help.
I think we've only got me with an expansion, so if they've got more than one expansion, we're wrecked basically, because they're just getting more gold over time too. We're just running around like headless chickens, and that's never good. Never good in 4 versus 4 RT. Gives the enemy way too much power. Hope he hasn't got town portal. Oh, he bloody has.
Your poison. Is trouble brewing?
Orange is now going for an expansion. Fairy Fire is my life.
A gold mine has collapsed.
Actually run out of gold.
Our time is short. I'm awake. I'm awake.
Trouble brewing?
We're filling this up over here.
You see, is trouble brewing? Name your poison.
My strength.
Another round.
My time is
Name
short.
your poison. Another
What
round.
lies before me?
You seem a little parched. Another round.
Where shall I
You
strike?
seem a little parched.
Our
Name your
allies'
poison.
town needs help.
There goes yellow again.
Is
We just
trouble
kind of have to
brewing?
make a move now, I guess.
Name your poison.
Can't spend all day running around.
Name your poison.
Our safest road is being
Name your
desecrated.
poison.
Ah, he's caught that.
Engaged.
Have one on the
Let's force a fight then. What am I meant to do? A couple of necromancers or something?
Our allies' town needs help.
parched.
Our time is short.
Is trouble
Our
brewing?
sacred grove is being desecrated.
Name your
Lies
poison.
before me.
Now you're in danger. I'm ready to crack.
Your building is
Another round. Prepare to get cracked. Name
What
your
lies
poison.
before me?
Oh, that. I'll
This town needs help. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
That yellow's going to be a huge problem.
Desecrated.
I don't really want to have to TP back. Oh, thankfully
Allies' town needs help.
Purple's trying to help, but he's going to get himself killed.
An allied champion has fallen.
Another round.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Trouble brewing?
This is rough. It's a rough game, is all I can say. Hopefully next game we can get bears to actually have a position on the game, because this is always the issue in 4 versus 4 RT. If you want to focus on the heavy melee, is you're going to get wrecked by air a lot of the time. Plus the enemy team just seem smarter players in general. It was a fun game in terms of the weird mix of units, so I'm grateful for that. There's definitely weird obscure shit going on, and not everyone's playing like the easy mode version that they could be playing. But yeah, this was a rough one. I don't think this was particularly balanced. So we'll try another game, and we'll see.
Allied champion has fallen.
Alright, let's try again. Cherryville is our map this time. Might be able to use bears a lot more efficiently in this game, although I think they've got... Is it Ash for free night elf? It might be Ash with the free night elf. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Breath of Fire this time. Drunken Haze was nice, but that's only if the Panda actually had great opportunities to fight there. and not be super heavily focused down, which he was. It was very hard to fight against some dude that had about 80 food of mass hippo riders when you've got bears. So that was rough. So let's hopefully see if we can get something going a little bit more efficiently this time. I'm still going to go for bears, but I'm going to go for that expansion ASAP. So I have tons of gold banked, so I can get millions of hippos if I need to get hippos as well, which I'm probably almost definitely going to need to get as well. So we'll get all of that set up and good to go. So let's work on this expansion. Buyers. I won't say the hippos. Someone's probably going to get hippos anyway on the team, but I'll get the hippos anyway as a default prize to the enemy player that wishes to try their luck with too much air units. Too many. Okay, let's go for an altar now. Right, that's done. Angel of War, altar. My God, it's going to be hard to concentrate. I have to put the sound. I have to put the sound right up. Someone is very annoyingly singing ABBA fucking songs whilst in the shower. Doing my bloody head in. Red share? Share? You too lazy to send a wisp to get your own darn hero. Right. Lots and lots of wisps this time.
Your building is complete.
Fresh, cool ale here. You seem a little parched.
Where's his altar then? Oh, he's miles behind on his altar. Okay, so wispy wisp wisp wisp. Let's get that expansion going. This is a more risky expansion, but only the most bravest of enemies who decide to charge into my base or my expansion spot. Ah, he actually politely put the wisp back.
Your building is complete.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Another round? I'll put it on your tab. Now you're in danger. Is trouble brewing?
Didn't really want to finish it. I was hoping it would just leave it on 1 health. Them's the breaks, bro. Them's the breaks. Looks like the DPS is more or less dealt with.
Then you're poisoned. Another round? You seem a little hard.
Okay.
Then you're poisoned.
Smoothly does it.
Another round?
Nah, I wouldn't even chance taking another hit here with the Ancient of War. I don't want him stealing that precious experience.
Now you're in danger.
Let's go on the offense.
You seem a little hard.
Tech. Hunter's Hall is being produced. Lots of moon wells to fall back on. Check the enemy expansion. Treat yourself to a shot maybe.
You seem a little hard.
And you can see down there. Alright, that looks okay. We're in a good position now.
I'll put it on your tab.
And we got an expansion set up nice and earlier, because that last map Death Knell isn't too favoured.
I'll give it a shot.
We can be a bit of a pest here. Let the enemy take the damage. Just run. There's no point standing here, because he's getting hit by poison, so he's going to lose health over time. So I'll allow him to do so.
Trouble brewing?
That's actually stopped him from going for the creek camp altogether, which is pretty nice.
Another round?
Oh, it's mountain bolt time.
I'll put it on your tab.
Your building is complete.
There's no way to get out of that other than using the town portal, unfortunately.
A little hard. Oh, laddie. Have one on the house.
Now, are they going to be creeping this because I kind of led them there? Is there a second opportunity to punish them, or are they going to be smarter and go for their expansion? I think they're going to go for their expansion again.
Trouble brewing?
Here, but I guess he wants to start this off, so...
I'll put it on your
Right.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Let's fill this up. How many wisps have we got? We got 7 in base. Start getting the upgrade for the tanky bears. Whatever this guy doesn't buy from the shop, I'll buy. I'll let him have first dibs if he wants to treat himself to boost of speed or whatnot. He hasn't, so I'm going to treat myself.
round? I'll give it a shot.
Tech is almost done,
Name your poison. I'll put it on your
so that means Beastmaster, if I have the resources for it,
Your building is complete.
which I don't quite.
I'll give it a
Upgrade
shot.
finished.
Oh, gladly.
It's being crept. Oh, there's an acolyte at the back. I almost didn't catch that.
You see my quarters.
Okay, we'll probably want to get a tech going off again in a moment.
Is trouble brewing? What lies behind? You see the little
Poor Blue is completely surrounded.
Research finished.
gladly. I'll give it a shot.
Don't know if that Mountain King can see me, so I might try the same trick. If he catches me though, I'm
Give
pretty
it a
wrecked.
shot.
Ah, okay, I'm wrecked.
I'll put it on your tab.
Stormbolt, Stormbolt,
I'll
Stormbolt.
give it a shot.
Luckily he's a bit late with it, so I have more chance to run away here. Thank you, Boots of Speed.
My quarry nears.
Another round?
I'm ready to track.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Have one on the
No!
Prepare.
He still found a way. Oh, I know why. Because the panda took retarded pathing, that's why.
Our champion has
I told the panda to join up with this guy, but my assumption was the panda was going to come from this direction. Whoops. The panda decided to backtrack on himself and walk into a Mountain King Stormbolt. So my fault, and also the panda's fucking fault for not using better pathing.
Push them out. What lies before me?
Damn it.
I'm ready to track.
Wow, that's a pretty well defended expansion there. What have you got over here?
Unleash my
Hey,
strength.
a little something to poke on.
Flush them out.
Not much though. I'm gonna keep getting wisps. And maybe send one towards the shredder so I have like unlimited wood eventually.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Unleash my strength.
Where are you going? I walked up and he goes down. There's peons. Back at it again. I'm not having a lucky time here with my heroes. That's evident enough. Luckily my ancient protection defense is solid.
Your building is complete. Research finished.
Our allies'
Research
town needs
finished.
help.
So tech in. That wisp is going to get its way towards that shredder soon. I'm super excited. So I don't ever have to worry about too many wisps. Or getting too many wisps. You can get a million wisps at night off and it never feels like you have enough wood. They just love massacring trees. That's what they do.
In the face of danger!
Hopefully Blue's getting on okay. Still dealing with a very annoying Mountain King. But he doesn't have any more Stormbolts. There's Undead Imbalance though.
My strength is yours.
Master Bears are on their way. I'm trying my best to get to them ASAP, which is part of the strategy. It's a difficult strategy though. Maybe I just went mass archers instead.
Our allies' town
Who
needs
knows?
help.
They've got a lot of ground tier 1 units, so it could pay off in the end.
I'm awake. My path is clear. My strength is yours. I'm awake. I'm awake. Another round.
Can he repair?
Name your poison. You see.
Doesn't look like he wants to repair. So can't do much more to save that then.
Is yours.
Have one on the
Research
house.
finished.
You see the little arch. I'll put it on your tab.
Our time is yours.
Have one on the house.
My strength is yours.
Is trouble brewing? Now you're in danger. I'll give you a shot.
The sleeper has awakened.
Another round? I'll put it on your tab. Name your poison.
Our
I'll
time
give you a
is
shot.
yours. Has awakened.
Another round?
Unleash my strength.
Insufficient.
You see the little arch.
Okay.
Insufficient forage.
Is trouble brewing?
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Is trouble brewing?
Who asked for wood? It's getting chimeras, I think, at the back.
Another round? Oh, gladly. Is trouble brewing? Name your poison.
What lies before me?
Is trouble brewing? Have one.
Allies are actually attacking up here from the bottom, which is very unusual.
Is trouble
Research
brewing?
finished.
They're foreseeing that undead imbalance way in advance. And they're like, hell no. No undead imbalance, please.
What lies before me?
Another round?
What?
Name your poison. I'll put it on your tab.
Teal's thinking about it, Mr. Mountain King. Yep, there's air.
Where shall I go?
Research
Our time is yours. Victory.
Come on then. These are the siege bears I wanted to show off from before. Breath of Fire is going to be so much better versus their gyrocopters. I was almost tempted to let whoever that was TP in, just to see if they were going to be making a big mistake. I suppose worst case scenario, they would have been able to beat us back, so best case scenario, kill it and get a guaranteed kill on the expansion and clear it up.
your building.
This is them grouping up.
Another round? I'll put it on your tab. Is trouble brewing? Name your poison. Is trouble
So many gyrocopters dying.
What lies before me?
Name your poison.
Your mana.
Your mana is low. I don't want to hear that.
Have one on
I'm
the
TPing out. I think we've pushed our luck.
That. Name your poison. I'll put it on your tab.
An allied champion
Trouble
has
brewing?
fallen.
I hope he had a TP. Maybe not,
Name
because
your
we were
poison.
fighting against a lot there.
My strength is yours.
Another round? Name your poison. Is trouble brewing?
Insufficient.
Our time is yours. I'm awake.
Guess they're going to come up here, although probably not, because Hippo Riders are coming in. It's Hippo Riders and Talons again, but they're not on. They're not against me, so that's making my life a lot easier this game. You can notice that much.
I'm awake.
A lot easier.
Trouble brewing? Name your poison. Another round?
My strength is
An
yours.
allied champion has fallen.
Name your
What lies
poison.
before me? Where shall
Have
I
one
strike?
on the house. You see,
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Let's dish out the wood.
is trouble brewing?
Now's a good time to maybe go for a main base, because they're thinking about probably being aggressive. Teal's fallen back though, so I could go for Teal whilst the others move into the middle.
On your tab.
Of course. Our time is yours.
Another round? That
What lies before?
have one on the house.
Flush them out.
Name your poison. I'll put it on your tab.
What lies
Another
before
round?
me?
That you see,
My strength is yours.
A sacred grove.
That's nice.
brewing?
Let's just siege through a whole bunch of this. I don't even care about my expansion at this point. Oh, hello.
I'll put it on your
I could TP first as that because I'm against the odds. I'm being generously beaten up by 3 different players.
I'll put it on your tab. Another round. First round. Is trouble brewing? Another round.
Oh, every time I fucking try to get a bear out to do a rejuvenation. Your mana is low! I don't want to fucking hear that. Sorry, can't do that. Your mana is low. We need to back. This is like all of them. We keep bumping into all of them. Seems to be my experience throughout both of the games that I've played. Never felt like I was having that much of an even fight. Always felt like I was pretty much against the odds. Got to stay way back, or just go and sacrifice my base and go somewhere else. Depends whether my allies want to try to save it or not. What kind of game are we trying to play here?
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
I'm awake.
Fuck off. I'm a skilled cunt. Doesn't have a TP. That sounds bad.
Another round.
This is so awkward for me. Fucking bears are so shit.
Our sacred grove is being
Really struggling to make any fucking use with bears.
have engaged the enemy.
Really am. I feel like all the time I'm just completely and utterly powerless when I go bears. I haven't felt in control in either this game or the last game.
Our sacred
Just
grove
felt like
is
I'm being
being
bullied the
desecrated.
whole game. Feels bad, man. Feels bears, man. Next time someone suggests I go bears, I'm never doing it again. I've been fucking useless.
An allied champion has
They're just not good
been
enough.
desecrated.
They're just not good enough compared to bullshit mass air or just getting free-firsted wand. We could lose the game now because there was too much dedication towards sieging the enemy team, or that could win us the game. Either way, I'm out the game. It's not much for me to do other than run around with a fucking bear and
Our
3 bears.
allies' town needs help.
You seem a little parched.
Can't even get the Beastmaster out. Well, I could, I suppose.
Create
No, I
more
can't. Need more Moonwars. Good luck with that.
Name your poison.
Even if I build a Tree of Life... Oh, I do have this Wisp over here. I was going to say, I
Our
wouldn't be able to build
allies'
anything.
town needs help.
I would have to build a Moonwell first, then Tree of Life.
Is trouble brewing? You seem a little parched. Another round? I'll put it on your tab. Is trouble brewing?
My
Our
strength is
allies'
yours.
town needs help.
Prepare to get crushed.
An allied champion has fallen.
Is trouble brewing? Name your poison. Is trouble
Our
brewing?
allies' town needs help.
This will be grisly. Name your poison.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
You see,
My strength is yours.
So blue decided to stay. Pink's trying to defend it. But green isn't there. No, green is over here killing orange. So I don't think we're going to win this one. I don't know. Maybe too many losses have been taken. Depends how crippled the enemy are. They've only lost 1 main base. We've lost pretty much 2 now. So they've got the better end of the deal. But if they haven't got a good answer to our air... So they need to chase that hard and get as much out of that as they can. I'm probably going to get bullshitted by Undead Imbalance in a moment.
another round? Have one on the house. Oh, gladly. Is trouble brewing? I'll put it on your tab. Another round? Have one on the house. Is trouble brewing? Oh,
See if I can
Your
get the
building
goal back.
is complete.
another round? I'll give it a shot. Oh, gladly. Name your poison. Have one on the house. Oh, gladly.
Still worried about that Mountain King. He's going to be such a pain to deal with.
A little parched.
Kind of need my ult to be able to deal with that. This is buying a bit too much time for the enemy, I think.
Is trouble brewing? You seem a little parched.
Create more moonwalls.
Yeah, create more Moonwells.
Trouble brewing?
Easier said than done, Missy.
Help you? Another round? I'll put
Gotta partly risk it, I guess.
Name your poison.
What more can you do? You can't really let them get away with too much,
Your building is
which they are.
Our sacred grove is being
Good opportunities for
desecrated.
kills there. Go, Pink, go.
Name your poison.
Oh well, there goes my expansion. Lol.
You seem a little parched. Now you're endangered. Another round? Have one.
Oh shit. Luckily the guy's stupid enough to just Stormbolt again, so unless he gets dumb luck with a bash proc.
Our allies
Of course he gets
town
fucking dumb luck with a bash proc. Fucking of course he does. Fuck you!
On the house.
Why are all the noobs so lucky?
Gladly. Have one on the
So
house.
lucky.
I'll
Ridiculous.
give it a shot.
Just dumb luck.
Oh, gladly. Name
Luckily he's not got any Stormbolts left.
needs help.
another round. You seem a
This
little
guy's so
parched.
stupid. We can only hope for the best in this situation, but it looks bad. Oh God. I'm going to lose to a complete and utter noob.
You seem a little parched. Is trouble brewing?
Well, we have lost.
Name your poison.
Our allies
Another
town
round?
needs help.
I'll put it on your tab. Have one
An
on
allied
the house.
champion has fallen.
Oh, gladly. I'll give it a shot.
Maybe if I kill this guy, it'll make it worthwhile.
Our allies town needs help.
Come on, Drunken Haze. Drunken Brawler.
Name your poison. You seem a little parched. Oh, gladly. I'll give it a shot.
Our allies town needs help.
Oh, gladly. Name your poison. Another round? I'll give it a shot.
What's this guy's problem anyway?
You seem a little parched. Oh, gladly. Another round? Name your poison. I'll put it on
No one seems to be aware of what's going on in the map either.
Oh, gladly.
There's like next to zero map awareness. So no wonder we're going to lose this game.
Parched.
I think I just got a raw deal again when it comes to team
Our allies
round?
town needs
balance.
help.
I'll put it on your tab. Have one on the house. I'll give it a shot. I'll put it on your tab. I'll give it a shot.
Our
I'll
allies
put
town
it
needs
on
help.
your tab.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Frostworms,
Name your
no!
poison.
Frostworm skill.
Our champion has fallen.
Good game. If you want something done, you have to do it yourself. Night Elf Mirror. Let's see how this goes. I'm wondering. There's not much you can do on this map with just a panda by himself. I can totally go and harass the other night elf though. With some breath of fire on the wisps. Try to kill them, pick them off. Try to buy some time whilst I build up towards tier 2 bears. Because all the creeps are in shallow water, more or less. So it's hard to reach them. So if you get an Ancient of War, he's got to clunkily move around. It's totally doable though to creep with Ancient of War only, but it's not very practical. First wisp is up. No. Not next to me. Maybe they're the furthest away point. Most Night Elves just fast tech anyway, but in Night Elf Mirror it's not uncommon to go for archers. As we all know, I'm not a very strong Night Elf player, nor am I strong against Night Elf, but I'm pretty confident I'll probably do fairly well here. Need that altar now. Looks like he's over here. Could get an Ancient of War.
We can't build it.
Just to be annoying. Make him feel the threat. Feel the pressure. I'm sure he's panicking in his boots right now. Doesn't seem to have reacted too much to it. He's got 5 wisps in the gold mine. He's probably trying to scout as well and find out what it is I'm doing. So I might need to start hiding some wisps. So if he does come to my base to try to kill some, I've got some protection. Oh, archer's out. Panda's not going to be there in time. His hero will come out and start beating up on that Ancient of War, which will make it quite tricky. Yeah, I'll probably cancel it.
You seem a little parched. Name your poison. Is trouble brewing? Have one on the house.
He's going to do this creep camp next.
On your tab.
So I'll get some breath of fire before I get
Give it a shot.
all my mana burnt.
Oh, gladly. Prepare to get crushed. Now you're
Soften him up.
injured.
Doesn't seem to care too much about me.
On your tab. Have one on the house. Oh, you seem a little
Doesn't seem to realise what he's dealing with here, does he?
Name your poison.
See, this is probably a 4 versus 4 RT player. Except I just can't deal bears in 4 versus 4 RT unless I've got a very strong team behind me to back it up. So this is basically me taking my frustration out of not having fantastic team in the last 2 games. I'm not saying I was fantastic either. I made mistakes. The games didn't go particularly great for me. Bears just aren't practical. You know, you can't really rush the bears in 4 versus 4 RT and be rewarded for it unless you've got allies that have got like mass fiends and mass archers and mass talons to back them up. And they're ready and, you know, happy to help you. Happy to get in there and do something.
Oh, gladly.
This is a bit of a suicidal path I'm taking. But I'm just basically buying time.
Name your poison.
Your building is complete.
Is trouble brewing?
He's the furthest away, so if he does try to rush my base, he can't.
Warriors having engaged
Oh, there we go.
I'll give it
That's
a
me in
shot.
trouble.
I'll put it on your tab. Oh, gladly.
our champion.
I knew what I was doing there. It's a case of either walk around or walk back to base or just spend 170 gold, get a panda back to full health and not use up your moonwells. It's a difficult choice. I wouldn't be able to tell you exactly which one was the right decision. I mean, I do give him experience as well, but I'm just trying to stop him from creeping too much as well. So essentially trying to keep him on an even playing field in terms of hero power so that when my bears come through, the tech will win because you shouldn't be able to beat bears with archers, unless you got so many archers and you've got incredible micro. You might be able to pull that off. But I think that might not necessarily be the case. So if he's done that creek camp, he's likely to move on to this creek camp. Not sure what it is he would try to do next. I can always use my little birds to scout with. So we go for second hero, we tech and Ancient of Lore. There he is, he's actually on the east hand side.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Another round. You see the little arch. Another round. Have one on the house.
I'm ready to track.
On your tab. Name your poison.
Just enjoy getting mana burnt all the time, all day, every day.
Oh, lad. Have one on the
Research
house.
finished.
Oh, lad.
He's trying to be clever. It's not really worth it for him. He can just stay hidden here, and I'm not much of a threat.
Lad. I'll give it a shot. You see the little arch. Another round.
I'm ready to track. Unleash my strength.
Is trouble brewing? Name your poisoners.
Our paths converge.
Okay, second Ancient of Lore now.
The little arch.
That's bought enough time. I've still got a fairly decent chunk of wisps,
Your building is
so I can try to make sure I can actually have the wood that I need, so that I can actually make use. And now we can use up these moon wells that are sitting at 300 just about, rather than use them earlier.
Another round.
I wander alone.
Won't need that anymore. I don't know what I need really.
Flush them out.
Do I really want... I mean, he's still got tier 1, so maybe a clarity for the Breath of Fire.
You see the little
It's possible to try to go for an awesome item, because a lot of people don't know how awesome this map can be. It's a terrible map otherwise, but just how OP the item can be.
another round.
Let's do some straightforward creeping for now. I could walk all the way over to his base, I'm not going to get too much done.
Have one on the house. Another round.
So we'll sit tight for now.
Is trouble brewing?
Getting the research... The research is pretty damn quick, actually.
Name your poison. Prepare to get crushed.
What lies before me?
Is trouble brewing?
upgrade finished.
Upgrade
Our
complete.
warriors have engaged the enemy.
Get the other upgrade.
Name your poison.
Master Boyers.
Put it on your tab.
Take on the next creek camp. Shouldn't be too difficult, even with just only one Master Bear. I'm not saying it's going to be a walk in a park.
You see the little
I think this guy's got abolished magic, so I might end up losing this. I'll just wait a second.
You see the little
They weren't even aggroed. But by casting here, look, it didn't aggro the creek camp, but it set him off to slow, abolish me and then slow me. Funny.
Unleash my strength.
Okay, we can just... Ooh,
I bring
we may as well just go for blood. Bears are coming in now.
Flush them out.
Is trouble brewing? Name your poison.
I am ready to track.
Is trouble brewing? Another round. You see
Flush them out.
Arch.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Name your poison.
Level 1 heroes. Not looking fantastic. He's buying himself some time now, whilst I'm chasing him, but
You see the little
he won't let me creep either. Keeper of the Grove is a very good hero versus bears.
I'll give it a shot.
I can't take him on whilst he's got Keep of the Grove on, and only a couple of bears. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the top left corner and hopefully lose him. And then get myself an overpowered item, which will help seal the deal.
Your building is complete.
And I've still got Town Portal to get back to base. So anything else that gets built can sit in base.
Another round.
Question is have I got enough power to do this before he comes to my base? And I'm also going to take a lot of damage from doing this creek camp.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Is trouble brewing? Have one on the house.
Ideally you want to try to kill this guy.
On your tab. Oh, lad. I'll give it a shot. Prepare to get crushed. Lad.
because he can potentially drop an Inferno Stone, which you can imagine is pretty darn powerful. What's it gonna be? Hey! The dream is realized. The bears can now heal themselves, they can come to me, and then we can go finish him off inside of his base. Hopefully before he gets nighttime approval. I may as well just sit here and get a bit more experience. Thunderhawks our go. We can use that just to scout and see if he's taken any expansions.
Our warriors have engaged.
Oh, he's caught one by it. That's bad.
I'm awake.
Name your poison.
This creep camp is still fucking going.
Trouble brewing. This will be grisly. Another round. You see. Name your poison. Trouble brewing. Another round.
There we go.
I'll give it a shot.
Took long enough, didn't it?
Another round.
Our time is short. I'm awake.
Brewing.
My strength is yours.
Research
Our
finished.
time is short.
Name your poison. Another round. Is trouble brewing?
Ah!
Name your poison. Have one on the house.
And now the bears come into fruition. Go, my bears, go!
Name your poison.
See, for a moment there I was a little bit worried that he had too much time to build up, but I have 50 food of bears. He has 50 food of a decent combined composed army, which is good in 4 versus 4 RT, but in 1 versus 1
I'll give you
you won't deal with mass bears.
now.
And now we get to see a little bit of the siege that bears can do, because why not?
Of course.
I love how siegey they can be. Also got the Infernal from behind. They're very good at sieging down bases, which is kind of what I wanted to do a bit more in the 4 versus 4 RT games. They just didn't work out for me. It happens. Sometimes 4 versus 4 RT, I could play 5 games in a row and still not get any luck, so I just thought, you know what, like I say, if you want something done, just do it yourself.
My strength is yours.
Okie doke. Thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry this couldn't be the bear video you were looking for in 4 versus 4 RT. Perhaps another day, but for now, it is what it is. Take care. Have a good one.